the past can really bog down how our brain is working. It bogs down how we perceive reality around us so that we keep on seeing more trauma, more betrayal, like all of these kind of things can keep coming up or whatever the themes are. But also it's just slowing down the mechanisms within the brain. So if we are holding trauma patterns, we see inefficiencies in the brain. Those inefficiencies, it's kind of like you're pouring gasoline in and it's pouring out the bottom of the tank, and then you're wondering why you're not getting great gas mileage or whatever, right? Like these inefficiencies can add up to a huge sum total. But what happens in our brain is that we end up compensating, which is something also that I feel like that women have, and men, but especially I think women, because we can mold ourselves. We can be so malleable. We can read the room. So we'll be whatever the room needs us to be or whatever the job requires, right? And so there's ways that our brain does that as well. It's creating these workarounds that are not optimal, and it can be based on emotional baggage from the past. So when we, in our laboratory, when we watch people heal up, because we can walk people through that in specific exercises with the brain equipment on, we watch them heal up their past. We watch their brain flourish overall. And exactly how does it flourish? Well, it could be all kinds of things. It could be better connection, better empathy, more feeling of resilience, better a sense of joy, right? Just a lightness overall. And we're watching it on the data, and we're watching the person feel the feelings. Right. But and how did they get there? In this case, I mean, we do so many different things, but in this case, what I'm describing is just the part where we're helping people to let go of their past with ease, to come to forgiveness with ease. And it's incredible that it's not just the idea of, oh, the reason why you feel so heavy and burdened is you have all these rocks in your backpack from all of the hardships of your past. Just lay down the rocks. Like, it's a nice idea. It's a nice metaphor, but we actually see it in the brain. And I think that that's a very interesting and useful thing, because it can actually impact even our cognition, the way that we think clearly or not think clearly at our desk or whatever, like that brain fog that might roll in. Is it something really wrong, so to speak, on an organic level where there's some kind of a problem with their health? Or is it that they have too much emotional stuff sitting right underneath the surface? And it causes a brain fog very easily. So of course, I'm not meaning to be diagnostic here. I don't know what anybody that's listening has going on, but it's so important to be able to recognize the power of releasing our past so that we can live without the burnout now, because it frees up our brain for optimal functioning. But it also helps us to create a new frame for reality where we don't expect more suffering, which means that we avoid burnout by small decisions all day long. When we don't expect to suffer, we change our outcome.
I've opened a few new spots for my 90-day program called the Inner Oasis, designed to help high-achieving women who are stuck in chronic stress and burnout to retrain their nervous system, so that calm, sleep, and balance become their default, not a temporary break. I will be using a unique blend of sound healing, energy healing, and journaling. So if this is something you want support with, you can book a call at www.inneroasis.org or use the link in the description to get your personal 90-day recovery plan for free.